What's up guys? Welcome to the channel, welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Morris County. Are you considering a move to Chester, New Jersey, but aren't sure if the borough or the township is going to be the right fit for you? Well, you're in luck because today I'm taking you through 5 neighborhoods in Chester Township, which definitely has a different feel than the borough. You've got more land, more privacy, and in most cases, a higher price point. So stay tuned to the end to figure out which neighborhood is going to be the best fit for you. Let's go! My name is Saum. Each week I bring you videos about moving to or around Morris County and the surrounding areas. So if that's why you came here today, make sure to give this video a like, hit that notification bell, make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss any of the content that I'm posting each and every week. I'm also a licensed real estate agent in the state of New Jersey, and as much as I like making these videos, I would like even more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number popping up below, feel free to give me a call or shoot me a text, and I cannot wait to help you find your next house or sell your current home. Before we kick things off today, I wanted to remind you guys that like a lot of towns in Morris County, Chester has both a township and a borough. Today we're focusing on the township, which is the donut ring that surrounds the borough. Some generalities you could find in the town of Chester really in general is that most of the homes have well water and septic. So if that's something that you're strongly against when you're looking for a home, I would recommend looking at some of my Long Valley videos, Randolph, Morristown, Mendham. There's a lot more houses in those towns that do have public utilities. Without further ado, let's start this video off with the Colby Farm neighborhood. The Colby Farm neighborhood was built in the 1990s and consists of colonials that are about 4,000 square feet and sit on about 2 acres of land. Price range anywhere from $850,000 to $1.5 million. And you're still very close to downtown Chester in this neighborhood. It's actually the only neighborhood we're talking about today that still is relatively walkable to the Streets of Chester shopping center and the shopping center that has ShopRite, Marshalls, Home Goods, and a lot of other retail stores. A key feature of this neighborhood is that there's a traffic cut-through that takes you from Old Route 24 through Route 206. Now, this could be seen as a good thing or a bad thing because you will have non-neighbors driving through your neighborhood on Colby Farm Road specifically, but the neighborhood consists of a lot of different cul-de-sac roads that kind of offshoot from Colby Farm Road, so it's still private. It's not like people are going to be driving down your street necessarily, but if you live on Colby Farm Road, you will have a lot of traffic driving back and forth throughout the day. Another key feature of this neighborhood is that there's the Tiger Brook Park, which has some hiking trails in there as well. So although this is probably the least private of the neighborhoods that we're talking about today, it does have the Tiger Brook Park with some hiking trails, and each home has a good amount of land to keep your distance between the neighbors, so it's still a great option in Chester Township. Next, we're heading up north to the Forest Hills neighborhood. This neighborhood was built in the 1980s and consists of colonials that are about 3,500 square feet to 4,000 square feet and sit on about 1.5 acres of land. Price range anywhere from $950,000 to $1.7 million. That $1.7 million home is definitely an outlier. It was about 7,000 square feet and sat on 3+ acres of land. So not really consistent with the rest of the neighborhood. Very close to Randolph and Bill's Luncheonette, and as I mentioned in previous videos, Randolph has a lot of parks and trails that are not too far from this neighborhood. Bill's Luncheonette is a great little lunch and breakfast spot that's all right down the road. Key feature of this neighborhood is the Forest Hills common area and gazebo. It's got a little pond and a little picnic area. This neighborhood definitely has a more private feel than the Colby Farm neighborhood I just explained. It's got a little island. When you first come into the entrance, it almost feels like it should be a gated community, but there is no gate, and when I'm driving around taking some B-roll, I feel like I'm not supposed to be doing it. Up north in Chester Township, we've got Dogwood Acres. Now, Dogwood Acres was built between the 1960s and 1980s and ranges between ranches and colonials, with square footage of about 1,500 square feet to 4,000 plus square feet. And generally, the newer the home, the bigger the home in this neighborhood. Price range anywhere from $520,000 to $865,000, and you're still close to Randolph and Bill's Luncheonette in this neighborhood, but you're also close to India Brook Park. Now this park has some hiking trails that I actually checked out last weekend. It's a little 2-mile loop. You can see the Buttermilk Falls waterfall. It's a very small waterfall, but it's really remote, and I really felt relaxed and rejuvenated after taking this hike. So you're very close to that park in this neighborhood. Key feature of this neighborhood is that it's heavily wooded, so if you really like a private feel, this is a great neighborhood for you. I recently showed a home in this neighborhood, and some of the feedback that I got from the buyer was that, yes, although it's very private, this is 2 acres of land that I'm paying taxes on that I can't actually really use, so they valued being able to throw the football in the backyard over the privacy. So just keep that in mind. If you're more of a football toss in the backyard kind of person, might not be the neighborhood for you. If you like the privacy and kind of being set back, this could be a great neighborhood for you. Just down the road from Dogwood Acres, we've got Timber Ridge. Now, Timber Ridge was built in the 1990s and consists of colonials that are 4,000 plus square feet and sit on 2 to 8 plus acres of land. Starting price point is $1 million plus. There's not a ton nearby in this neighborhood. You're relatively close to Stony Hill Farm, and you're relatively close to that India Brook Park with the hiking trails. I ride my bike past this neighborhood pretty frequently, so if you are a road cyclist, it's not a bad starting point to start some of your rides. But in general, there's not too much going on around it. But if you're looking for that private feel, you're definitely going to get it in this neighborhood with those larger plots of land, and it's still a very heavily wooded area. And to wrap up today's neighborhood tour of Chester Township, we're going to go into the southern portion of the township in the Fox Chase section of town, specifically in the Beacon Hill neighborhood. Now, this neighborhood was built in the 1990s. They're colonials that are 4,000 plus square feet, sit on 3 plus acres of land, and have a price point of about $1 million to $1.5 million. You're very close to Peapack, Gladstone, and Burnsville in this section of town, so you have access to their trains and restaurants in addition to those Chester restaurants and shopping centers. Another key feature of this neighborhood is that you're very close to Route 206, so if you do have a commute where you rely heavily on Route 206, this could be a very convenient option for you. Another thing I want to say about the Fox Chase section of town is that although most homes are $1 million plus and on the more luxurious side, there are some older and smaller homes scattered throughout that some of them were built in the 1800s, and so those older, smaller homes, you could still find homes for under $1 million in this section if you look for them. And that's where I come into play, because as a reminder, I am a licensed real estate agent in the state of New Jersey, and as much as I like making these videos, I like even more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number popping up below, feel free to give me a call or shoot me a text, and I look forward to taking you on a tour of Chester Township and all the ones around it if that's what you're looking for. Till next time, guys, hope you enjoy it.